Hi, beautiful. Welcome to A Course in Miracles. We're reading in the text, chapter 14, Teaching for Truth. We're in section 4, Your Function in the Atonement, and we'll start in paragraph 1. When you accept a brother's guiltlessness, you will see the atonement in him. For by proclaiming it in him, you make it yours, and you will see what you sought. I'm going to pause here and share a personal story about this. I was at a business conference in Toronto once, and we were just talking about business stuff. I don't know why this happened, but as I was walking through the room, I looked at this room full of business people, men and women of all genders, races, backgrounds, because it was an international conference. So there was a lot of diversity there. And I was looking around and I went, whoa. I don't want anyone in this room to have to pay for their sins. I just want them to stop hurting internally and externally and just be happy. And as I sat there, this feeling washed over me of like, I don't want anyone to pay for their sins. What does that even mean? I just want them to understand that they're safe, to love themselves and to love each other. And let's just be done with the nonsense. And I felt so much love for everyone in the room. I started crying, like happy tears. And someone came up and like, are you okay? And I was like, I just love everyone in this room so much. They're probably like, cuckoo. Actually, I made a couple friends there. That 6 years later, still some of my closest friends I talk to every week. One of them lives in Canada and the other one in Texas. So, you know, and all three of us from different backgrounds and walks of life and different political views, different ages, different races, the three of us. And we love each other. And we realize all that superficial stuff doesn't really matter. And in that moment, when I was in that business conference looking at everyone, I felt the atonement. And the words that came to me is, this is at one meant. I was at one with them. And I'm just testifying that this is exactly how I felt. I felt like because I accepted their guiltlessness, I saw the atonement in them. And then I saw what I saw in myself. I accepted that for myself too, that I didn't need to keep suffering for my perceived sins, that they were errors in thinking, they were mistakes. I had learned from them. I had learned the lesson. It's a gift to learn through error, to correct errors in thinking and learn through our errors in thinking, cause and effect, and learn the lesson, and then accept and receive it, do better, you know better, you do better, and then move on. And it's a beautiful thing. It's not something for us to beat ourselves up for. If you've learned the lesson, let it go. And yeah, there's people out there that it might take them their entire life to learn the lesson, and maybe they never will. But in A Course in Miracles, we're taught, then they're insane. And that's something to pity. We pity the insane. We don't hate them or condemn them. We have compassion for them. And we do what we can. And we let the Holy Spirit dictate and guide. We don't have to take those matters into our own hands. It's above our pay grade. Thank goodness. I don't want that job. I don't want to be the judge. I don't want to be the jury. I don't want to be the jailer. I just want to set myself free. And I do that by setting my brothers free. You will not see the symbol of your brother's guiltlessness shining within him while you still believe it is not there. His guiltlessness is your atonement. Grant it to him, and you will see the truth of what you have acknowledged. Yet truth is offered first to be received. Whoa, let's read that again. Truth is offered first to be received. This is exactly what happened to me. The first wave of emotion was, I don't want anyone here to suffer. I don't want anyone here to have to pay for their sins. I just want them to forgive themselves, move forward in happiness. That's all I want for them. And then I was able to see that that's also what I wanted. That's also what I was ready and willing to receive for myself. We're taught often in A Course in Miracles that giving is receiving. And that's exactly what happened. I don't know exactly why it goes in that order, but it's the only way I've ever experienced it. I cannot see my own perfection and guiltlessness until I've seen it in everyone around me. Truth is offered first to be received, even as God gave it first to his Son. The first in time means nothing, but the first in eternity is God the Father, who is both first and one. Beyond the first there is no other, for there is no order, no second or third, and nothing but the first. Isn't that so beautiful? We are all included in that first. There's no ranking or hierarchy. There's no one in existence. There is no one on this planet who's better than you or worse than you. They are having different nightmares or beautiful dreams or true vision. But none of that makes them better or worse than you. And if you make it across the finish line first, in spiritual terms, what tends to happen is you turn around and help everybody get over the finish line. You who belong to the first cause, created by him like unto himself and part of him, are more than merely guiltless. The state of guiltlessness is only in the condition in which what is not there has been removed from the disordered mind that thought it was. This state, and only this, must you attain, with God beside you. For until you do, you will still think that you are separate from him. You can perhaps feel his presence next to you, but cannot know that you are one with him. This cannot be taught. Learning applies only to the condition in which it happens of itself. When you have let all that obscured the truth in your most holy mind be undone for you, and therefore stand in grace before your Father, he will give himself to you as he has always done. Isn't that so beautiful? He will give himself to you as he has always done. God doesn't withhold. God doesn't withhold forgiveness, love, grace, mercy. And we're asked to be godly in that way. I love you. Thank you for being here.